Right, something cool's going down. Come with me and I'll tell you more. You're about to see when cyber theft can be cool. Now, Siobhan has promised not to check a YouTube account today and tomorrow, so that means I'm going to steal it and have fun. We're going to get the bus from this stop into town shortly and pick up some ingredients for her favourite recipe. Aha, here we go.
Can you sit down for me there? Can you?
Thank you very much. Take care. Now, town does get quite busy on a Saturday. Good boy. Too busy to walk past, Sammy. Good boy. Not only have I stolen Siobhan's YouTube account and vlogging camera, it's a very windy day, so it's a real test for a microphone as well. I've stolen her favourite stew recipe. That's what we're going to be making for her. So the first port of call is into this very old indoor market in Stevenage, Newtown. That's why we've got the bus, and we're going to go to the butchers, support your local butchers. Good boy. Right, well, we got a nice bit of silver top side of beef. Don't really like recording people in shops without asking them. So let's go and sort some nice vegetables. $7.99 for the beef, by the way. So that's a partial success, so I guess you could also say a partial failure. We've got the beef, top side of beef, which is brilliant, lovely cuts of meat, all diced up. Went to the greengrocers behind us and they have some carrots and they had some thyme and they had some garlic, but they haven't got any celery. We need some celery and we need some leek, so let's press on. Let's see how we do here. Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, good thanks. Do you please have any leek and celery? Possibly roasted. Now that was a success. We've got our leeks in here and we've got some mushrooms in there and we've got some celery. Now, I nearly put some rosemary in the stew until I realised actually that's not Siobhan's recipe and she doesn't like it, so we'll give that a miss. The question is, do we put an onion in there or onion powder? Decisions. Our next stop is, well, it's going to be Tesco, but first, I feel I'd spoil the in-joke if I didn't get a coffee. I'm slightly spoiling the in-joke because what I've actually got is a hot chocolate. Now grab a handful and literally about 4 or 5 different items, please. Thank you so much. I'll stand to one side. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. There we go. We've got lots of our ingredients. Our Suffolk Aspel cider, dumplings. Been into Tesco. Very nice chap who eventually helped out. I remembered why I don't go into big supermarkets since before the pandemic, actually. And it's because you wait forever for an assisted shop. So I was waiting for about 20 odd minutes, but it was a really nice fella who did eventually come. Sammy, what do you think? Yeah, it was fine. Sammy, what's this? Can you say hello? Yeah. Do you think Mummy's gonna love it? Yeah. I've also got 2 things she doesn't know about. But anyway, strum. Straight on. One thing, we're not getting the bus back, we're walking. And Sammy insisted on that, didn't you, Sammy? You know where we're going. We're walking in the direction of the park. Go on then, Sam. Steady. Unfortunately, he's a bit more excited than he should be because I did say we've got some nice stuff for Mummy, and then he speeds up steady. He likes his mummy. So how do you reckon I'm doing with this vlogging thing then, guys? Be honest, put it in the comments below. Could I get away with it? If you want to find out what's happening, not just with the ingredients we got today, but in part 2, which is going to be the big cook-off, you should subscribe to Siobhan's channel. Also, you should subscribe because she vlogs about blindness, sometimes funny, sometimes serious. There's everything from the heart-wrenching story of why she had her eyes removed, good boy Sammy, right the way through to 3 things blind people don't really do. So, gonna let Sammy have a bit of a run off. Do subscribe to support her content. She's got some cracking content on there. Go on, Sammy, off you go. Sammy's still sniffing, but I'm going to show you a trick. If you walk away, yay, they come to you rather than standing there saying, Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. All right, good boy. Good lad. Do you have a little trot? Yes, you did. What do you think about the vlogging camera as well? This is Siobhan's Sony ZV-1. It's a tiny, tiny thing, but I'm holding it on a tripod. It's designed exactly for vlogging. but it's going to look even more beautiful. We're planning to take it to New York with us, and I'm going to be holding it with both hands, so it should be a little bit less shaky. But anyway, really interesting what you think. Let's move on. And back home in a moment anyway. Sammy's excited and he's going for the door. You're going to find a door! Yay! Lots of praise for a doggy after a very good work! Hello! And we walked back rather than bust it, because the bus timetables are horrific, and Sammy enjoyed the walk anyway, didn't you, Sammy? So, go on in. Into the kitchen then. Well done, Mr. Sammy. Mummy going to enjoy her surprise, isn't she? Into the... Good boy, Sammy. Mummy's going to enjoy her surprise, isn't she? So into the kitchen we go. Let's have a look at some of the stuff that we've got, because some of the ingredients we've already had here. And there are 2 little items I've got for Mummy for Blind Girl Vlog, but we don't want to talk about it in a minute. But anyway, so dumplings aren't Bessie's, because you've got to have that. Okay? 2 packets, because who knows? One may never be enough. We've got not just one, but if I can find it, 2 bottles of Aspel's Suffolk cider. We have some celery and we have some leeks in that bag. We have loads of mushrooms, so we're fine. Garlic. Okay, so that's all good. And what else do we have in our bag of magic? We have loose packed carrots. Do you know what? I think Sammy loves carrots. So Mummy would give him a carrot. So here's a carrot from Mummy, okay? Off you go. Good boy. And it's good to give him carrots because it's great for his teeth. What else do we have in this bag of joy? We have more carrots. I think we've got more carrots than you'd ever want to do. I'm going to put out an item here. For those people who can see it, you're not allowed to tell Blind Girl Vlogs what it is, but it's part of the plan tomorrow. So we have a nice item that will be waiting for her at the dinner table, and we have another one in the other side. But firstly, we've got a small onion. I'm not the world's biggest fan of onions. I don't think Siobhan is either, actually. I mean, it's all right in stuff, but not really thick lots of it. And we have a great big huge lot there of top side of beef. So that is not your hard stewing type thing. I'm going to get out the other item now that we're not to tell Blind Girl Vlogs about, because she will enjoy that just as a thing over her dinner tomorrow. In the meantime, so we've got some other ingredients. We're going to talk about those in part 2. But in the meantime, this is Siobhan's vlogging camera. It's not sponsored. She bought this. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. I have a vlogging tripod on it at the moment, but theoretically, if I move around with it, you should be able to see that. I've made myself dizzy now. See how it is. I think we've got a mirror on this wall here. So I'm going to turn the light on and hopefully you're going to be able to see it. So it's kind of out pointing at me on kind of a tripod stick type thing. And the idea being, obviously I don't do this because we don't need to, but the idea being is that if people are vlogging, they can flip out the screen and then be able to kind of place themselves slightly better. Hang on a sec. I tried to put the screen back and it spun the camera around. But also, hopefully you can see here, it's got like a little microphone dead cat windshield on it. And the other good thing is that today we haven't used any external mics whatsoever. And I have to say, the other thing is as well, because people talk about, you know, what the quality of it is like compared to the giant cameras. Well, they do different things, but from what everybody says, you get some flipping awesome results out of this. But let us know in the comments below. Stay with us for part 2, because there are certain other ingredients, such as tomatoes, gravy granule, little bit of flour. You could use corn powder for that if you wanted to as well, of course. And potato. We want some potato in it. So comments below, what would you put in a beef stew? Stick with us for tomorrow, because this is Siobhan's recipe, more or less Siobhan's recipe. Certainly things like the Aspel's Suffolk cider. And we're going to do it in a slow cooker. Do subscribe, do check in with tomorrow to see how this went. And I hope, you know, given that I've stolen Siobhan's YouTube channel, her vlogging camera and her recipe, that we're going to come up with something pretty nice that she's going to like. Join us in the comments below and let us know what you would do and what you would put in, because there is still time to add ingredients. Yeah, you have water, Sammy. You've deserved it. See you tomorrow.